Good morning. Good morning and happy birthday to June, our June, lovely June's birthday, and of course her twin sister. I do beg your pardon because I've forgotten what twin sister's called, Jean, I think. So happy birthday to her as well. Lovely to see Sam online again as well. So keeping fingers crossed that you're all doing all right, which is great. Slight change of plan, you might have noticed. I did say that I was hoping to bring you the two new sets of frames today. Unfortunately, it has been delayed a bit longer than I thought. I got it wrong. I didn't realise that it was samples that I was being sent predominantly. So I've got some new ones and some not new ones, just samples, and I want to wait till it's all here for you. So I'm afraid to say you'll have to be just a little bit more patient, and I do apologise for not being able to do that this time. However, they will be worth very much so waiting for, because they are, the samples that I've got are just perfect. All of the measurements that I've done are all working out just right. So I'm really pleased to say that. So it will be worth the wait. However, we've got some lovely new stuff to show you, and I wanted to do a card as well. Now, this is a festive collection, but apart from obviously possibly, well, the baubles, I suppose, maybe, but obviously these are Christmas because they say a very Merry Christmas to you and thinking of you at Christmas. But apart from that, I'm going to do a card using one of these, but actually it's not a Christmas card at all. And I think that that's when we've got to be frugal with money, and getting the most out of the die set that we've got. It's important that we do something like that we can get and say, yeah, that's ideal, because we can use it for birthday, Christmas, anniversary, anything you like. So let me just run through these ones for you. So we've got these two lovely sentiments. As always, I really love the combination of the fonts that they use with this. So you've got the sort of, I don't know what they call them, but a swirly Christmas bit there, a swirly merry bit, but otherwise, yeah, very nice. I like those very much. Quite long sentiments too, so they're ideal. Thinking of you at Christmas and a very Merry Christmas to you. Then we've got a couple of bauble sets. These are pretty. Vintage baubles, this one. And this one is opulent baubles. They come as a set of 7 dies. So if you turn it over, you will see that each of the baubles have got an inner and an outer. You know what I mean. You've got this piece here, which is non-cutting. No, obviously cuts rather. It's got a non-cutting edge. So you then put your background on it, which means that you can get a lovely finish. And then you've got one die here with the little bell tops that go onto each one of those. So that one is your opulent baubles. And then this one, vintage bauble. So much the same idea, possibly slightly smaller. Yeah, slightly smaller, I would have said. But again, do you know what that one reminds me of? That one reminds me of, now this will show me age, Joe 90. Now, anyone of a certain age, are you with me on the fact that that reminds you of Joe 90? I will wait to see. Oh, thank you. Yes, it does, doesn't it? I won't go and sing the song, but if my sister was here, which she will be later on, she's going to sing the song. Yeah. But very pretty. And I'm looking forward to doing some cards with that as well. But that is your baubles, vintage and opulent. Joe 90 and not Joe 90. Joe 90 and posh Joe 90. Anyway, that's your baubles. Okay. So then you've got this. Now, if you saw a card that Jamie Rogers did, oh, I loved it, because he made this into sort of like a scene, a hill scene and things. It was really, really pretty. So it was a lovely idea. So do pop over to his Facebook page to have a look. It was done in a sort of bluey colour. Very, very pretty. 6 dies in that one. So you've got an outer edge, and then you've got all sorts of combination there to make up edges and borders. And again, we will be using that one at some stage as well. So that's lovely. Now, I've only got one of the trees here. I'm not quite sure why I've only got one of the trees, because I have to say there are 3 sets. There's Swirly Trio, 3 trees, yeah. There's Snowflake Trio, and I'll show you the packets of them. Whoops. This one's Bubble Trio, so quite modern. Or very modern, actually. And this one is Snowflake Trio. Now, when I first saw them, I thought, who needs 3 lots of Christmas trees? I thought to myself, actually, they're really lovely. And I've got an in-person workshop next weekend, which I'm so excited, because I've managed to throw a little bit of this in to make one of the cards. Just a small element of it, not the main part by any means. So I'm not going to show you that. I'll show you next Sunday what we did. But those are the trio of trees. Trios of trios. So they're the tree selection. And then we've got the Poinsettia banner. Now, the Poinsettia banner is going to be part of my September the 16th online workshop. So most people that I know that are going to be booked on are booked on. Invoices will be in the post or in the emails today for you, so do look out for that. Lovely set. Really looking forward to working with that one. Okay, so we've also got but it's not cut out and I can't show you because it's just in a packet. So we've had the Merry Christmas before, yeah, and this one is Season's Greetings, but I can only show you the because I haven't got the packet there. Season's Greetings, that's a really lovely one. And of course, the one that I'm going to be using today, which is unusual, and it's called Plume Corner. Or is it not even called Plume Corner? I don't know, Plume something. Gosh, how hopeless am I? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it is. Here we are. Here we are. Plume Corner. It is called Plume Corner. Again, another one when I saw it that I thought, oh, okay. I could see wings. I could see an angel in the middle. And then I thought, yeah, but all the angels that Sue Wilson does have wings anyway. But I've seen a couple of samples, which has really inspired me. And so today I'm going to make a card with this one. It might be a festive collection, but it ain't no festive card. So without further ado, let us go on to using this one. So I'll just pop these ones by the side. So all of these are available over on the maximumcraft.com website. If you want to take yourself over there, please do. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to work with Periwinkle card, which is a blue card, Periwinkle blue. And as you can see, I've got 2 dies here. So this is the outer cutting edge, and this one is the ornate part of it, but with no cutting edge whatsoever. Okay, and unusually, I'm not going to use the outer cutting edge for this particular card. So I've cut a piece of Periwinkle card, 17 centimetres by 17 centimetres. The size of my plume corner has determined what size I have to make my card here, because I think I probably wouldn't go so many times for an 8 by 8 card these days. But this one, the design that I've been inspired by really lends itself to being done in such a way, because I'm going to pop this corner die into each of the 4 corners. And if I make the piece of card any smaller than 17 by 17, I risk making it look a mess, really. You'll see what I mean as I go along. Well, hopefully not the bit of making it look a mess. No, not that bit. So I'm using the point of my plume corner to make it so that it is from the corner of my card, the point of that is all facing in the right direction. And I'm going to therefore then be more or less sure that I can get an even placement there. So I'm just going to put a couple of bits of tape into place So I'm putting it so that mostly I'm looking at that top corner being parallel to the very point of my card. And because I'm working on a Gemini 2, so I'm going to put my plates in like that. I could be using my big A4 plates that come with it, but I do prefer to use my smaller plates as long as I can. So I'm going to use that and run that through. And then you'll see what I mean about it coming out with the corners. Oh, hold on a minute, Debbie. Hi from the Flying Scotsman on the Bluebell Railway. How wonderful. And hopefully you've got really lovely day, because it's a lovely day here and the Bluebell Railway is not all that far from me. So, oh, sounds really lovely. But I'm glad I'm on it as well. Don't we all now feel as if we're on the Bluebell Railway? Yeah, I think we do. Oh, and also, I'm not sure if Anita Carr is here. I noticed that it was her birthday yesterday as well. So happy birthday. All the best people are born in August, I find. Right, so you can see what a beautiful pattern this has now left me. And when we get our 8x8 frames, isn't that going to look fab? Can you just imagine it? I'm so looking forward to getting all of the different lots in. I've got more samples coming over to me for all the different ones, which is going to be great. So we've got 2 more coming very, very soon, but then we've got quite a few in the pipeline as well. So they've all been measured, check them, treble check them, so that they're all going to be just what we want. So I'm looking forward to showing you those as soon as very much possible. So I've done 1 in the corner, and I'm just going to line up this second one and pop that through as well. So if I just do the same sort of thing, I'm lining up this point of the plume corner with the point of my outside edge of the periwinkle card. I'm also giving it a little bit of a look now over to this side, so that if I possibly can, I can line up the plume bits with the ones that are there. But it's not going to be that far out. So I'm going to just run that through. Okay. I think this might be the last time that Nicola's with us as well. I'm not quite sure. Not 100% sure, because she's off to see her gorgeous grandson. So I think I saw somewhere that it was only about a week to go. So this might be the last Sunday. So yeah, all good. So you can now see where we're going with this, getting these in the corner, which I think are looking rather lovely. Now, because we've done 2 already, and I just wanted to show you how to line these up, I shall scoop that off and I shall bring in one that I have already finished. So you've got that one in all its glory with all of the 4 corners done. And to me, I don't know about you, but to me, suddenly I've transformed something. Well, I've transformed a piece of blue card to something that looks, I think, really beautiful, with something that I wasn't 100% sure with before. So I think all is good. So that's my front part done. And I want to add a few more bits to it in a minute, to this one. So I'm going to, first of all, though, I want to do some double-sided sticky sheets. So I've got a piece of double-sided sheet here and a white piece of card. Now, because it's quite a large piece that I need, I'm going to put the whole sheet on here, because it sort of makes sense to me to do that. And then I know that I've got a piece of white card that I could use. There will be some left over, and I could use that at any time that I wanted a double-sided piece, if I can get hold of it. So I'm just going to peel off the long edge, and then I'm going to put, so I've got an A4 piece of card. It's an A4 double-sided sheet. I'm just going to pop it on that top edge and then pull down so that we've now got one side a piece of white card, to the side we've got a piece of covered at the moment but double-sided sticky sheet on there. So if you recall, my piece that I've already cut out here was 17 by 17. So I'm going to cut this one out to just slightly more than 16 centimetres. So round about 6 3/8 if we're doing it into inches. So that cuts through the card and the double-sided sheet as at the same time. Okay. So that's my piece cut out there. Then I'm going to take my beautiful ornate piece there, and I'm going to turn that over so that I'm going to work from the back. And I'm going to then prise off my sheet. And then I can just carefully hover that over the top, making sure that I've got all of my pattern covered, and just pop that on the back. Okay, and then I'm just going to go over with the carrier sheet so that that won't stick. I can see I have missed a tiny fraction, but it's going to go on white, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Also, I've left 2 bits in. Don't want them. You're not invited to the party. So get off. Oh, get off. Thank you. So wherever there is a hole, there is now a white hole. Wherever that hole is now very, very sticky. So I've got places now that I can then pop my glitter onto. So I'm going to bring in my sheet like that. I'm going to take my diamond sprinkles or any other glitter that you've got, but I like the white. And I'm going to do 1 plume at a time, and I'm going to literally rub it in so that it picks up every little aspect of the beautiful ornate corner. See if we can, whoops, bring it down to here. And again, rub that well in, bringing it round again. Rub that in, and then finally a little bit here as well. So you could use any type of glitter. If you have got one that what they call glass glitter, just be careful when you actually go to rub it in, as you don't want to cut your fingers, because I've done that before. You can use the polished silk glitters, anything really, but you have of course got that surface, that double-sided surface there, which is really ideal for this. Just looking for a brush. Just going to really need a much bigger brush than this, but I'm going to just scoop off the worst of it before I blow it everywhere. And that just gives, when you pick your card up, that lovely little sheen. Hold on. Can you now see that? That's glittering. It is glittering a bit more in there, but just on these pieces here, it's got that lovely glitter. Looks even better in real life. But you aren't here. And you couldn't all fit in my craft room and listen to me on here, could you now? So, hence, we do it on here instead. Now I risk getting glitter everywhere. Let me get me one of my cloths just to wipe it and get the worst off. That's better. Use my microfiber cloths for a lot. So I've got my colour in there. Now I'm going to bring in my card. My card is an 8 by 8 card, and I've already cut out a piece of midnight blue pearlized. Love this colour. And that was 19 centimetres by 19 centimetres. I've then gone for a piece of white card, which is 18.5 centimetres by 18.5. Now, if I was clever, I would have used that same piece as the background for my glitter, because as you can see, it's white. However, I'm not that clever, and I decided that rather than being so clever that it messed it up and then it wasn't straight, and I can't be doing with not straight, so I decided to do two completely separate pieces, and that gives me a nice quite wide border, and then the odd bit where I didn't quite get the white, not, I can't even see it myself now, but oh, down here a little bit. The white's on the background anyway, so it doesn't really show. So then I'm just going to put some glue onto that piece. Thank you. And a bit of foam now, just when you thought she wasn't going to get any out, to put that onto my card. So I'm just going to get 2 mil foam for this, just one layer, just on the back, just to lift it up a little bit. And whoops. And then just want to deal with the middle of my card. So if I just remove these pieces, and we will see what we will see. So it's bank holiday weekend, which is, oh goodness me, last one before Christmas. Top folding, yeah, let's go for a top folding. That means that the fold of my card is at the top. I'll pop that on there, gives us another little white border, which I think is making it look rather delish. Going to pop that to one side. Going to take my trimmer, and from the pieces of card that I'd already cut out, I'm going to, if you see what I mean, use this for the background. So I'm going to cut a piece of Midnight Blue to 9.5 by 9.5. Then I'm going to go with white. Not that piece, because that's the piece that's got that on the back. That's a waste. We don't want that. That piece. This one's going to be 9. So 0.5 centimetre down each time. And then a piece of periwinkle, which is to 8.5. So 8.5, 8.5. So these are layers. These are not going to be frames. These are going to be layers instead. So very slightly different, giving a different look. And if you see what I mean with the cards, with the colours, bring in my card again. I've chosen those colours and done them in the same order that it appears on here. So I've got the dark midnight blue, then the white, then the periwinkle. And I've gone the same here. Midnight blue, white and periwinkle. That is then going to fit into the centre like that. So I'm going to pop them all together. Of course, put a bit of foam on the back. Can't see what I'm doing there. Let's lift that up so I can slide that into place. And then the periwinkle. And then I've taken a sentiment. Now, as I said, I didn't want to make this into a Christmas card because I thought that the plumes lent themselves to not being anything in particular. If you did this in a gold one, this could be a beautiful golden wedding card with happy anniversary in the middle. If you did this one in a silver anniversary, if you did it in darker colours maybe or something, it could be more of a men's card. It really could be so many different types. And so what I've done is I've taken a sentiment which is very generic, sending love and hugs. I've cut that out twice and layered it up from the Midnight Blue foundation card. So it's got that beautiful sheen. I think you can possibly just about see that. And just going to pop a little bit of glue onto the back. It is dry as clear glue, so hopefully it will be ideal. That if it shows up a tiny little bit, once it's dry, which won't take very long, especially if it's a warm day or, gosh, God forbid, central heating on, but yeah, that type of thing, it soon will dry as clear and you won't even see it. So I'm going to pop that into the middle of my card. And just push that down and turn it over. Grab some foam. And pop that onto there as well. And then we have our card. And as I said, it's funny, isn't it? When it's a little bit like when you see a dress in a shop or something in a shop, and when you look at it hanging up, you think, oh, no, I'm not sure about that. But on the odd occasion, and a very odd occasion, well, for me anyway, when you try it on, it looks completely different and really nice. And I'm not saying that this didn't look nice before, but it wasn't one that drew my eye to it straight away. But I have to say, like this, I think it's lovely. I will show you, I did it in a different colourway. I haven't finished it in that way because I decided, no, I'm in a blue mood. Not a golden antique copper, but I will just show you that one in a second. And you can see again how just different that would look. I'm just putting that on there for extra. Just make sure I got it round the right way. Top folding into the centre. And there we have it. A very simple, fairly flat. If I hadn't gone a little bit mad with all of the cushioning and everything, the foam, it could be completely flat. But when you then actually see it in real life, hopefully you can see that it twinkles and sparkles beautifully with that. So I think that that is a really nice one. Thank you. I can see that you're quite liking it. Thank you, Rosie D. So yeah. Oh yes, Shirley, thank you. Don't forget a thumbs up. Let me just show you this one. So this one I cut out in antique copper. So I kind of went the wrong way round. I went for the shiny one on top, and then I would have gone with the satin gold on the background. So this one's antique copper. Then I've got milk cards, and then I've got the gold. And if you put that against a white card, it's pretty, but I'm more in a blue mood today. So I think that that is going to be the one for me for today. So, yeah, I saw that he was there. Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to the next few days. So we have got the gorgeous new festive collection from Sue Wilson, which came out during the week, and I thought I would bring that to you today. I do apologise for there being possibly a bit of disappointment for you, or anticipation still working, because I thought that I was going to be able to show you the gorgeous new frames that we've got, but unfortunately they are still on their way, and hopefully it will be round about the 1st. So I'm hoping that I might get to show them to you next Sunday. If not, we will be doing the September card kit, because it will be the 3rd of September already. But whatever it will be, I'm sure you'll be loving it. And I will be back on Wednesday this week at 6 o'clock to show you something else. Who knows? Who knows what it will be these days? It will be exciting, but who knows what it will be? Because I don't. So, I'm just looking. Hold on one second. Can't see it for looking. Can't see it for looking. MaximumCrafts.com website, new website launching. I should think it will now be the 1st of September, because I think that it will all be going on then. So look forward to showing you that. Have a great weekend. I will put some sale bargains up over the weekend, so do keep popping back and having a quick look in case there's any little bargains, of which there will be some 50% off bargains. So do pop over and have a look for that. And I will see you very, very shortly. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll pop all these on as well. Yeah, I like the blue better too. That's why we went for the blue. So yeah, hold on, I'm just reading your signs. Yeah, oh yeah, thumbs up, don't forget. Down, I always get it wrong, down here somewhere, I think. Thumbs up please, would be lovely. And when you do eventually get all your goodies, don't forget to tell everybody where you got them from as well. That'd be really good. Take care everyone, see you soon, bye.